So, tell me, what are we going to talk about today?
Today on Keepin the GEEK BROS episode 101, we've got massive leak of Nintendo source code is causing chaos in video games. The Witcher Prequel spinoff. Comic-Con at home failure. Ray Park's revenge porn allegations. Mystery seeds from China are landing in American mailboxes. Grounded game review. Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play. Ring Fit game review surprisingly delightful. Destroy All Humans, a remake done right. NCAA football game returns group licensing. Garbanzo's Corner. Face masks with valves, holes banned at Disney World, and every Star Wars film has the wrong title. All this and more in this week's episode of Keepin the GEEK BROS, a family podcast, allegedly. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, keeping up with the GEEK BROS.
Yes, Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast. I'm your host, Vibe, and with me are my fellow co-hosts,
Darth Flex.
Roz.
And the return of Witcher! What's going on?
Yeah, and Garbanzo's there somewhere. I didn't realize he's gone again. When did you say?
Somebody call in.
Okay, so Flex, tell these fine people where to find us on social media before we get started.
Absolutely, you beautiful listeners. First of all, stay safe during hurricane season if you're down south. But you can find us at Instagram and Twitter at GEEK BROS with a zero. That's GEKBR0S. And if you want to see cool stuff, cool posts, funny stuff, good news, fake news. What? Sorry, are you talking to me?
What happened?
No, once you're done, keep going.
I lost where I was at. You can check us out on Facebook.com/GeekBros with a zero. And if you want to send us some emails, maybe some questions, some topics you want us to cover, anything cool, pictures of your dogs, pictures of your girlfriend, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can check us out at GEEK BROS with a zero at yahoo.com. And if you want to see the return of Juancho, which, by the way, he got darker, so he's more like burnt spice now, you can check us out on youtube.com/BabeRevStudios. Studios. That's BABEREVSTUDIOS.
Yes, I love it.
And the first place. WeBeGeeksPC.com.
All right, thank you so much. Before today's topics, comments and questions from you, the audience, I'm going to scroll down. All right, from Facebook.com. Who put this up? Okay, it says Florida man found dead in mansion along with 29 other corpses, 2 tons of cocaine, fully automatic AR-15. Authorities say that's Scarface's picture, right? Something like that. Is that I'm getting that reference right?
Yes.
Yes. So Man writes, "I am outraged. Why is this not being broadcast on the news? I'm so offended." So with the laughing, smiling faces. So yeah, that's fun stuff. You guys are hilarious. For our Instagram comments, the comment on our tribute to the GEEK BROS podcast, the 100th episode special, Yorby, definitely he put like 7 flexing biceps because, of course, that was an awesome video. So thank you so much for that. Also, for the 100th episode, Squeezy Bits, he says, "Yo, this is funny as fuck. Sorry, I missed the big 100. So, but it's okay. I told him he's gonna make it up to us for the big 200. So, Squeezy Bits is all good. We would have loved to have you been there. It was a great episode, but at least you're always there to support us. And yes, that tribute video gave everybody the feels. Definitely. Of course, we've got Natalie Marie who commented, "This is a super cute edit." So she, again, the tribute was actually a big hit for everyone. It was great. So moving on to youtube.com/VibeRevStudios, we've got the 100th episode. Man said, "Damn it, I lost my train of thought. He said, research what you do, important, and vote for Kanye 2020 if you want $1 million or something. He said he's joking, of course. Thanks again for having me on to share the 100th episode with you guys. I had fun. And again, man, it was absolutely great having you there. It was really fun. You brought a different dynamic, and you fit like I told you, you fit in really well. Like there was no hesitation, there was no awkward silences. You got in there. You got it right in there with Roz. It was great. Twitter, nothing. Emails. Oh man, this is a long one. Let me wait a minute. Where's the other one? I think I gave you guys the wrong one.
Hello.
No, who? Huh? Who's saying hello?
Oh, you can hear me.
Oh yeah, but it's super low.
Okay, so
it's super low. Hold on. I actually download the not the most recent updated email, but there's an email that I really wanted to share with you guys because it is.
Is it from Man?
Man Bonkers. No, it's not from Man. It is from somebody else. Darn it. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up right now. And this will be like nothing has ever happened at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. No dead air. This comes from the great individuals. Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia, issue 6, available for review. Greetings and salutations from Planet WrestleTopia. Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia. When a disgruntled pro wrestler declares himself galactic champion of the universe, a planet of alien wrestlers visit and declare war. The 6th and final issue of our mini-series, Galacto Massacre, which will be released on Comixology on August 12th, is available for review. Lastly, on behalf of both Matt and myself, I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time to read and review Labor of Love. Regardless of your impressions, we greatly appreciate your time. It means a lot. In 2017, when we started fooling around with the idea of moving our story past the manuscript stage, it felt like a pipe dream. We also said that whatever happened, even no one cared, and nobody wanted to read it, we'd be proud that we did it. So we just want our favorite story to exist outside of our laptops. But while the series remains somewhat of obscurity, it has exceeded our admittedly low expectations more than we could have hoped. Thank you. Thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts. Ed and Matt. P.S. This is not the end of WrestleTopia. At least we hope not. It may take us some time, but we'll be back. We promise. So that is it, guys. I've got the 6th and final episode or issue of Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia. I will be sending it to you guys via Zoom in a minute. We will be reviewing it for next week. It took a while, and we are glad.
What?
Roz,
seriously, I'm gone for like 5 minutes, and this is what happened?
You missed the email. Yeah, you missed it. I just read the entire email. So I'm going to send all 6 issues through Zoom. I don't know. I think this is before Juancho's time. So Juancho, you got to catch up. Roz, you got to catch up.
I'll blast through all of them.
Yeah, and we're gonna review issue 6, and then
they're really good.
And yeah, they really, I love them. And we'll do a big mini review, and of course, it's part of the podcast and part of the regular web series. So I'm glad to say that look out for next week, and I promise it will be next week. We will have Invasion for Planet WrestleTopia issue 6 and a full series review done and ready for you guys for you to listen to next week. And that is it for comments and questions from you, the audience. I scroll way back up to figure out where we are now. All right, so next slide. Juancho.
What?
What's on your mind, gents? Or gents, what's on your mind? What's going on? What's going on up in here? It's episode 101. I'm back.
We can tell.
Yes, you are.
You were gonna be like, oh my god, the pitch.
Round robin, flex.
How's the pitch? How's the pitch look? Does it look pretty high? Do I have to go higher? The low pitch?
Oh, I'm not getting. I don't get that anymore. That's before. That's before when we were in a house and I was able to see the spike in the audio. So I don't get that. I only get that in post production. So I'll let you know. I'll send you a screenshot. All right, Flex, what's on your mind?
Flex is having technical difficulties.
That's just on his mind. The technical difficulties.
Can you guys hear me?
I mean, we can. I mean, you whisper. You're lower than usual. What happened? Did it go down, or what happened?
Talking to us from the attic.
So the laptop has two jacks, so he'll need a separate jack to actually connect the mic. So I have a splitter. I have to give it to you.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys are watching the video recap, Darflex, look, he's got some found footage. It's like just before the Blair Witch gets him. This is literally his last podcast. Shake your camera so you know you're okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Actually,
That's what's on
a-
Darflex. That's what's on Darflex's mind. His inability to work his new laptop. Juancho, what's on your mind?
Well, I'm back, and I'm kind of anxious. You know, I don't know what to say. I'm back, and I'm glad to be back. You know, gents. You guys are gonna start seeing a little bit more of me, more and more and more. I'm going to be dealing a lot with promotion and marketing, trying to get sponsorships for the podcast and for Geek Bros itself. Something I did earlier through Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, basically, there's a reason why we haven't done anything since Star Wars Celebration. Just throw that out there.
My Miami Comic Con. I know you guys went the year before, so things like that. We're going to be back. I already have something working with a beard oil company, so to see if we can get sponsored through them or an affiliation, and we go
I love
from there.
affiliations.
That's what I love doing.
I like it. Mr. Roz, what is on your mind, sir?
Man, I don't know if I should be worried about the hurricane or not. Because I'm just, that's about the only thing I'm thinking about, just playing games and hiding from crappy weather. A lot of Grounded, a lot of Yakuza Kiwami 2, but I don't really have anything exciting to tell.
Hey, I say okay.
You guys are done
Where did
in Broward?
Garbanzo go? He's gone again?
What's up?
You guys in Broward?
Yeah.
And you hear
You guys are
This is-
gonna be
this
fine.
is-
I'm the
this
one that
is
should be
where-
worried.
This is where the
I'm
highlight is.
in West Palm Beach.
That's
Yeah,
not a
you're
business.
in
That's not a
West Palm
district. That's not a district. I mean, for me, not much. I'm actually just working on a lot of. I'm stressing out about a lot of my backlog for my studio that's non-Geek Bros related and non-YouTube related. So that's what I've been working on, is trying to catch up on those backlogs with those side clients. The virus has made things more, I would say, complicated, but because people have more time on their hands, I'm getting more content, and it's not I'm not built for that amount of volume, and they expect it in a timely fashion in a particular way with the level of production that I'm known for. So yeah, but that's what's on my mind. It's a lot of studio, little time. Garbanzo,
I hear you.
welcome back again.
Hey,
What's
Hey.
on what is on your mind, sir?
what's on my mind? Actually, quite a bit. Apparently, when I thought I was gonna be finishing The Witcher, apparently I'm only about fifth way through. Thanks, Ross.
Two fits.
That is
Okay,
what
two
Roz does. Roz takes your hopes. He
I'm
gives a
like,
really
I'm
hard
so
slap.
close. He's like, oh no,
But he
no,
gives you a
you're
dose of
not.
reality. He gives you a dose of reality. I mean, it's a hard
okay.
punch to
That's
the
I'm
gut.
okay.
a realist.
that's
What can I
okay.
say?
You know what? I'm enjoying it. We went to me and the missus went to the OB today and to go check out Baby Bean, and little Mikey is nice and strong, and we got some nice sonogram pictures, and this time I took the video.
Were you let in? Were you let in?
Well, only after the doctor goes in,
Uh-huh.
and they have to take my temperature. I gotta keep a mask on the whole time,
Right.
and they you have to use hand sanitizer before going in.
Okay. All right. So at least they let you go in. That's what else is on my mind. I went to Universal the other weekend. Yes. That was not as miserable as I expected it would be. It wasn't that bad. It was a lot of social distancing. They tried. They did their best, except for when everybody left. Nobody gave a damn. There was a lot of tape on the floor, a lot of lines. The lines were long, but there wasn't a lot of people just spacing out. The wait times were like almost non-existent in my opinion. I mean, the highest was 30 minutes. It didn't feel like 30 minutes.
That's great.
Every single ride, just like what Garbanzo just said, every single ride before you get on it, they squirt a little bit of hand sanitizer in your hand. I thought my hands were gonna peel at the end of it, to be honest with you, because it was some really stepped on smelling stuff. But it did its job. A lot of wiping down, and they were really serious about wiping stuff down. They had these secret shoppers or hidden employees in the crowds. So the minute this is legit what happened. Until I pull my mask down over my nose to breathe, within minutes, it was a tap on the shoulder, and it was, "Hey, buddy, how are you? Can you put your mask back up over your nose? Thanks so much. Have a great day."
But
It's not a joke.
I'll tell you, it's kind of funny because I've actually seen some of the best memes have come out of this whole situation.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, they compare someone wearing a mask under their nose like wearing pants with your dick hanging out.
I love it. Listen, I wasn't doing it to defy the rules. It's just I needed to breathe. It's 91 degrees and you're wearing your mask outside and walking around. I just wanted to breathe a little bit and and then bring it back up. But I'm telling you now, no joke, within minutes each time somebody would tap me and they'd be very polite or fake polite. "Hey, buddy," and I was like, "Okay, all right, thank you." It's like they were scripted. It was always, "Hey, buddy." That's how it always started. So yeah, it was pretty decent. Thank God there was some wind, because other than that, I would have been absolutely miserable. And of course, the only time you took off your mask was when you were eating.
Was to eat or drinking.
Eating or drinking, and then that was about it. I had my butterbeer. I loved it.
Preferred frozen or not frozen?
You know what? I always preferred it non-frozen until that trip. I don't know why, but the trip I went just recently,
Because you're hot?
so it was way more delicious. I enjoyed that way more. I had to throw it out because we were going on a ride.
Oh no!
No, yeah, you did. You wait.
No, I couldn't. No, because they close at 6 o'clock now.
That's true. Yeah.
By the way, now they close at 5, but they close at 6, and we got there at 10. So every minute counted. I
get you.
Plus, so I went with my friend, and she's like, let's go. I was all right, fine. And then I got a brain freeze, threw it out, and went in there. It's a lot of fun. You know what was a really intense ride? Fast and the Furious. That thing was crazy.
I haven't been on there yet.
Loved it.
That ride was super whack, bro.
It was
It wasn't really. It wasn't impressive as
I liked the fact that it was holograms. No, yeah, you're right. But it was like holographic. It was on all the sides. You look there, you look there. It was fun for me. Leave me alone. And you had to wear a mask on the roller coaster. I want you to know this right now.
Yeah.
That was. I don't know what to tell you about that. All I can say is that I couldn't buy any of the videos because all you saw was me doing this or holding my mask to my face so it wouldn't fly off my face. So,
well, I will say that did they make you? Because I heard some things going on at Disney's in reference to Epcot and Food and Wine. Whereas when you order food or have some food or drink, you have to stay where you buy it. You can't walk and eat and drink. Is the same thing at Universal?
I know that you can't walk. If you went into a restaurant, you got to stay in a restaurant, and you can't go to the counter. You have to use the app to order your food and to pay for it, and then they bring it over to you.
You know who else does that? The Marine Corps. It's actually against our laws to walk and talk at the same time we're in uniform. It's stupid.
Really?
Is it because it's too complicated?
Yeah, that. But also they're assholes. They're slave drivers. But yeah, right. Can't talk on the phone, can't eat, can't chew gum. Can't put your hands in your pockets.
Really? Interesting. At the kiosks, however, I saw people walking and eating, if you get it from the vending machines, vendors or whatever like that. There weren't very many out, but I didn't see anybody stopping anybody from, walking and drinking. So it's like I got my butterbeer and I walked with it. I drank it, so they didn't force me.
Okay. All right, cool.
But I actually am going to Disney at the end of August, so for same friend's son's birthday. So I can report on that as well. That should be...
Yeah. Let me know, for sure.
So, all right. And that is it. We already said what's going on. Yeah, fantastic. All right. Moving on. Garbanzo.
So, wait. Are you sure? Because I feel like that's not true.
What's not true?
That it's really my turn.
It is. I don't know. Jess, on your mind.
I don't know. It just feels different. But you know what? That's fine. So, but what my friend asked you.
This is growing pains, guys. It's growing pains. We always have growing pains.
What's going on with the Geek Bros?
Okay, what's going on with Geek Bros? Well, of course, it's the return of Juancho.
You know it.
Welcome back.
So, new podcast recording day, of course. Now we're recording Friday nights. It won't always be this late. Well, you guys don't even know what time it is, but it won't always be at 9 o'clock, but we will be doing it around 6 usually, if at all possible. And we'll have your episodes up and with just enough time for No Man's Sky, hopefully. So that's so you will be getting our new episodes every Friday night for the time being. Now, Flex, this is it because we're doing it for you, Flex. Is that going to be for a good minute, or subject to change again, or?
It's for a good minute.
For a good minute? Okay, good. So for the time being, Friday nights, WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to find it, and of course, I will be I will be much better with the video recaps. I will put more investment in it. They're just like stepchildren for me right now. I will get those out the same weekend. So look forward to that. Of course, we've got additional branding for 2020. It continues the rebranding. So we look forward to new thumbnails. We're going to be getting the caricatures for Juancho and Raz commissioned. So with that will be a new thumbnail. With that will be new other stuff. So look forward to that. 2021, I'm sure we will actually have a fully established brand again. So don't judge me. And of course, I'm proud to say the 100th episode, the live episode, was a success. A ridiculous success. As I shared with the Geek Bros while we were recording the nonsense, what I didn't realize that we had some serious interaction going on. So the final numbers of it was we reached 269 people. We had 518 engagements.
69.
Yeah. We had 169 comments, 5 shares, and 247 views of our 100 episode live. It was a success. These analytics have never been seen on anything, not even Chicago, where this good. So I want to thank everybody who watched, who commented. I want to say sorry for not responding or interacting with the comments. I did not even realize we were going to have comments. To be perfectly honest with you, we are looking forward to making this live. I think everybody was okay with making it live. Once we get a good idea and we tweak the thing a little bit, and we'd love some audience.
Little R&D. You know?
Yeah. We love a little audience interaction. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want us to change it up. That'd be great. And that is what's going on with the Geek Bros. If this is your first time listening to our broadcast, then please take a moment to subscribe, leave a review on your favorite podcasting app. If it's your first time watching us, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. YouTube has changed its algorithm. Something about changing production. Something about, not recommending us. So without further ado, episode 101 starts now. The world as it exists today. Another round of stimulus checks are coming. Maybe. So we're looking at another $1,200 with in addition to having kids, $500 or $600 each next. After that, are we hopeful? Is this official or do we not care? Gentlemen, discuss.
It bailed for the weekend, so.
Huh? What did you say, Rob? Sorry?
The Senate bailed for the weekend, so
Right.
It's not like much discussion is going on about it right now.
Right. So this is put there. But I thought it was a shoo-in. Last I
It
read
is.
it said it's coming in August. It's coming in August. Absolutely coming in August. All I know is that the issue right now is that one of them, which senator was it? I forget his name. He is or is it Treasury Secretary? One of them has a problem with the extra $600 a week for a thing. He said he
for unemployment.
Yeah, it incentivizes people from going back to work. So he wants to.
I really want to comment on this one.
Please do.
All it does is shows employers that they're not giving proper funds to employees.
You don't say.
That is it. People would go back.
Garbanzo, you're telling me that if the unemployment check is better than what minimum wage is, that's a bad thing?
I mean, what would happen if it actually gave a reflection of this is how much you should be making?
Stop that.
I don't know.
I can cut the sarcasm with a knife.
/S. So my whole thing is if it happens again, it'll be great. I'm not going to sit here and say that I would not appreciate it because I'm still on furlough. And the money that I'm making at the other side job right now is a third, not a fifth, about a third of my income, and it's almost 75% above the minimum wage.
Bootstrap, pull yourself up by them, American Dream, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Wancho Flex, you guys have any
Yeah, I've been reading about it. I mean, it's been going back and forth through each party, and I'm not hopeful for this. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be able to pass it before August 7th.
Really?
I don't think so either.
Maybe by the next time the Senate opens up again, we may have it. But now they just kicked the ball. The other party just kicked the ball to the other party, and now they're like, oh no, we don't want to do it because it's too much. They're not agreeing, so it's not going to happen this time. Yeah. Too much going back and forth.
I agree.
Yeah, you're probably right. But it's gonna. But you think it's
even
gonna
though the
happen?
rules were the same. The rules were the same, but it's just the unemployment is what's causing the issue this time around.
Well, the reason why, and so just because some people don't realize that the reason why that it was 600 was because it's to balance it out amongst all the states, because not every state is like Florida and only gives you $275 a week, which is enough to maybe buy groceries.
Welcome to Florida.
And if that's only if you eat ramen and Vienna sausages and milk.
That's actually quite delicious. Not the milk part.
That's a fancy meal, my man.
Okay.
All you need is a little bit of that.
But no ketchup though.
But it gives you a little bit
no
left.
ketchup.
No ketchup.
That's always enough to get you a cup of coffee and a Zyron, you know?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, un cafecito. That's all you can do, bro. Like, here you go. That's my dinner for today. Que delicioso. But it's not. You know, a lot of other states actually do quite a bit more. And some states what they actually were doing was to balance it out. Where if you're getting the federal, they were maximizing the amount to extend it. So instead of only getting, because like in Florida, you only get 3,300. That's it. Once that 3,300, that's it. It's empty. It's gone. There's nothing else.
Nothing.
Okay, but that's why they only give you 275, because it's to extend X amount of weeks, and it's also to incentivize you to get off your lazy butt and go find a job. Whereas, you know, when you're sitting there at home for 5 months trying to get a job every single day, applying to 5 or 6 different places, and no one's hiring in that time period, they're basically just telling you just pick whatever job can pay you. Because the truth is that all you have to do is make $10 an hour, and you make more than what the state's giving you a week. So, but I'm sorry, if you have a master's degree or even myself a bachelor's degree and have been making, you know, mid 7 figures to go down to that, it's really, really hard. What you want to do is you want to try and strive for it. You want to wait until that job comes, because at the end of the day, I still want to give, even if I'm only making $10 an hour, I'm still going to give that employer 2 weeks. Why? Because that's just the way that I am, even though I don't have to. But I don't know. That's just me.
That is the world as it is today. We're going to move on. Juancho.
Video games out this week.
No.
Percent.
Growing pains.
What's new in the gaming world? There's so much stuff going on in the gaming world.
Yeah.
Actually, I was going through Steam because I wanted to get a game today, and there was a game called The Fappening. It was a puzzle game. Yeah,
what?
let me see if I can get the
It's called the what? The Fappening?
Really? The Fappening?
It had the fap word in there, but I gotta find the name of it exactly.
You guys remember that Jesus Hitler game we covered a while ago?
Yes. Did anybody ever play it?
No.
Aww.
You know what you guys should play?
Yeah.
Genital jousting.
Genital jousting.
We did that in the military. It's actually pretty fun.
It's a real game.
We make armor out of Bud Light boxes.
And you know what? No, let's not do this. I already have a bad feeling about this.
Family podcast.
So moving on.
I'll find it and then I'll share it with y'all. All right. Okay. So video games out this week. My website just crashed. Give me a second. Let me pull it out and let me show you what I have going on today. All right. So this week we had the following games out. We had The Last Art of Innkeeping for PC, Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection for PS4 and the Switch, Grounded Steam Early Access for the PC and Xbox, Cuphead for the PS4, Arcade Archives Burger Time for the Switch, Meme Run 2 for PC and Mac, and Rewrite for the PC. It's been a really quiet season.
Is that it? Really?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
I miss the good old days when I had a good solid minute or two to like stare at my phone when you guys used to run through this. Now
it is the summer though.
I bring up an app and then I gotta close the app. He said rewrite this dick.
Hey man, it's not that funny. It's pretty common.
All right. No Geeks Sky gameplay update. I'm actually playing No Man's Sky. Don't even think. I bought it for my offspring for PS4. We're playing. He's playing downstairs. I'm playing upstairs. We're actually right now. I'm trying to get the stronger beam thing. What is it called?
Cool.
What is
the
it?
mining beam.
Mining beam. There we go. I'm trying to get the stronger mining beam, and he and I are just together slowly. But he's better at it than I am because it's like Minecraft meets
because it's a video game.
True, but it's like for him,
You're old.
It's Minecraft meets that's Fortnite. That you put those two together, and he's rocking it. So he picked it up pretty fast. So he'll ditch me and disappear. And I'm actually playing catch up when I'm playing with him. He's gone. He already warped somewhere. And I gotta go find him and then show me what to do. So, but I'm actually.
He's like, Dad. He goes, wait, that's all you have, Dad?
Yeah. No. Anyway, so I'm playing upstairs on the Xbox. He's playing downstairs on the PS4, and I'm like, this is great. This crossplay thing is the best. So I don't know about everybody else, but I actually am still playing the game. I'm playing with my offspring. So the next time
I haven't downloaded. I got into the world of the Witcher, and
it's
stuck.
Okay because on the when we get to the 6 p.m. Recordings of this, it's 6 p.m. to 8 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock to 10 is No Geek Sky. That's it.
You guys let me know whenever you want to do it because I've gone ahead and uninstalled that shit.
What? Why? We only missed 2 weeks. We missed
like 5 weeks, dude.
It's not been 5 weeks. It's been 2. We only missed 2 weeks.
More than 2 weeks for
like a 2-month period.
No, we played. Didn't we play 2 weeks ago? All of us?
No.
It wasn't 2 weeks ago.
The last time we played wasn't even this month.
Yeah, I'm telling you, for sure it wasn't 2 weeks ago because I haven't had it on my PC in like almost a month and a half.
Oh shit, my bad. Well, I could have sworn we literally played 2 weeks. What was the last time we played the game?
I called that shit so good. I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of this and get some hard drive space back.
Oh, No Geek Sky is gonna happen. It's happening. I'm playing. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna. Fridays when we're not recording late, we will be playing No Geek Sky. Okay, moving on. All right, moving on to the next topic. Juancho.
Grounded game review. So I actually got the game right away as soon as it was out. Grounded is an early access survival game developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios. It was released for Windows, Xbox One on July 28th as an early access game. As soon as I got it, it was very buggy for me, really, really buggy. I couldn't even really do much. But after I dealt with it, I'm actually enjoying the game very much. It's very cool. The beginning of the game, as soon as you open, if you are afraid of spiders, arachnophobia, you can actually turn it off. And that was the coolest thing I've seen. I'm like, I've never seen a game actually take time to acknowledge if you're afraid of spiders, if you want to turn them off, so you don't get freaked out. Because if you're a little person and you see a huge ass spider, that's what you're gonna see. So that's something that was really cool. Similar to No Man's Sky, in my opinion. You craft a tool, you build shelter, and you explore the land, and just go with the story of the game.
When you were saying the game is buggy, was that a pun intended, or?
No, the game wasn't buggy.
No, it's buggy. Early access is hell.
Look, go ahead, Russ.
I've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's Wayne Zelinsky pop. It's like Wayne Zelinsky pop out and with a big magnifying glass trying to find the kids.
The game is chock full of references to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's actually really fun. And to answer your question, Flex, when you start up the game, it gives you a huge splash screen that says, "This game is going to crash. It's early access. If it crashes or if there's audio bugs, just reset this shit. Just turn it off and turn it on again. Close the app." But
I couldn't do honest with that.
Like Wancho was saying, it's surprisingly fun. But it's incomplete. It is incomplete. It is very early access.
I was watching a person actually on Twitch the other day because I wanted to see what, go further. The guy already ended up maxing out everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was already maxed out. He already had the full-on wood armor and everything. It was very impressive. The game has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. The only issue is just that it's so still not ready yet. So
early
that's
access.
the only issue I have.
Undercooked.
Yeah.
a really impressive thing, Wancho, about the game is Obsidian only has a team of 25 people making the game.
Hey, they got very smart. Man, the studio itself is a really good studio. I've never had any problems with Obsidian.
Wasn't Hello Games just as small when they were doing No Man's Sky?
No, Hello Games was a larger team.
No,
yeah, and then they couldn't even get it right, and then it took a year, and then another month.
I could have sworn there were only like 10 or 12 people at Hello Games originally. Are you sure?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Because I used to be all about the failure that was No Man's Sky, and I remember checking out, and I remember the team was super small. Then they increased it to like 50 people after like the Xbox release or something like that. I don't know. All right, cool. Are we moving on to, where am I? Massive leak of Nintendo source code is causing chaos in video games. Mr. Roz, article comes from Vice.com.
Yeah, I've been wanting to hear about this from you for a minute.
So, yeah, the big leak. So this is the second time there's been a Nintendo leak of source code and like raw game code, and it's probably coming from the same source as the last time. This is everything from like Mario 64 raw source code, Ocarina of Time, like original Pokemon Red and Blue, like going back to like the mid 90s. And the reason it's kind of like a crazy situation is having this raw source code gives you a huge, I guess, leg up when it comes to emulating, games. And emulation is kind of a gray market right now. You can make emulators, that's legal. You can dump your personal ROMs, that's legal. But there's nothing stopping Nintendo from sending you a cease and desist. And if your emulated software or emulator shows that it has any of Nintendo's proprietary code, they can shut down your entire operation. So right now there's kind of like a push and pull within all these emulation teams saying, hey, do we take this raw source code? Do we dump it? Do we, use it in all this game preservation that we're doing? Or do we back off and just pretend it never existed because we don't want to bring down the wrath of Nintendo's attorneys on us? And it's genuinely a difficult choice because, it's like someone walking up to you and saying, here is a brand new PhD. You can just sign your name at the bottom. You don't have to go to school for it. Do you do it or don't? You run the risk of getting, sued into oblivion if you do, but if you get away with it, awesome.
Now, my question is this, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that have spent years, and I mean years, trying to recreate a favorite childhood video game.
Reverse engineering if they can.
Yeah, going back, looking at looking at the coding on the actual cartridges, because I know that there's cartridges. Obviously, the people they'll go the old cartridges, read it, and then try to basically emulate it. It's like create their own variation of it, but try to make it as close to, like, I know that there was one of my favorites is actually it was the Star Wars original MMO, Star Wars Galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
So Galaxies had there's one of the original creators of Galaxies after the studio closed and they actually ended up stopping the game. He spent almost 5 years of his personal time to create this whole other new world that wasn't really new. I mean, he kept, he says he already had all the original stuff that he was, because he created it, just recreated it again on his own. Just because he had a love for the game, and there was a lot of fans out there. I remember it was phenomenal. I mean, I played it for a while, and I had a blast.
Oh yeah, and it was really cool. And like what you're describing, and a similar thing happened with City of Heroes / City of Villains, where the game was shut down, and then the source code leaked, and they were able to recreate it from the ground up. And yeah, this is causing some consternation because there's a lot of old games that Nintendo has never re-released and has no intention of releasing, or forget even that, Garbanzo. Like, part of the source code that was dumped was the Mario 64 one, and it shows that Luigi was originally supposed to be in Mario 64. He was a fully fledged character, had voice files, everything had.
Yes, I remember reading about this
campaign,
yeah.
And it's like, wow, this is surprising. And the previous one showed that Yoshi was in it, so it's really interesting to see behind the veil of Nintendo, because Nintendo has never been open with their development process. They don't ever do postmortems on their games. They don't ever do developer diaries. So this is big and this is new. So, it's been putting out a lot of interesting content.
That's awesome.
Yeah, even the Star Fox coder actually tweeted it because look what you guys found, and he actually worked on that code for the controller schemes.
Yeah, he was like, "Wait, I don't remember this even."
How did you guys get it?
Awesome.
When I was reading the article, the scary part was when they had posted it on Reddit. People were waiting for somebody to open it. I mean, I would have not opened it.
Yeah, they thought it was a bullshit.
Yeah, not even that. Just opening something from Nintendo. I just feel like they're just gonna come in, run through my computer, and just steal it.
It's really almost as bad as having child porn on your computer. Like they're gonna come and just take the whole thing and just goodbye.
Was the Matrix Online? Was that one of the situations where it was shut down and somebody was trying to rebuild? I remember hearing something like that.
That's another. Basically, if it was an MMO,
the Matrix
was shut down. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying that the Matrix actually just it was the Matrix that did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to put the bad joke in there.
Oh, okay. I literally just went right over my head.
Yeah,
all right.
The Matrix MMO, when they sundowned it, was the Matrix killing itself, basically.
Okay, so that was.
But nobody's really tried to revive it because it was a piece of shit game.
I noticed somebody was rebuilding it.
All right, there was like 7 guys,
but they kind of stopped. They didn't finish it or whatever it was. So
they weren't able to They weren't able to get the actual source code of the game, so they were only able to recreate the client side files, which is what you install.
Right.
Which was only around 40% of the game. A lot of the game was server hosted.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Well, moving on, Mr. Juancho.
Destroy All Humans. A remake done right. So we are in the age of remakes and reboots and all this crazy remake stuff. Remakes for me are like a grain of salt. Not all remakes are done right. Some are, some aren't. But Destroy All Humans was a classic for me, and it was done.
Such a good
right.
game.
It was an amazing game.
Comic.
Never played it.
You had no childhood.
Comedian
No.
The comedy part of the game still fit so well to this current age, and the graphics were really good. The gameplay it was good. I enjoyed this game so much. It was like wow, just like a nice nostalgic moment going back and being able to play the little alien, pick up the cows, throw them out. It was just, It was good. It was really well done. THQ did wonderful. Who doesn't love an alien to do some anal probing, you know?
And you got the ray gun that makes them get diarrhea.
Yes,
that was always fun.
Yeah,
I used to love the game so much.
And if the enemy has a shield, just take the anal probe and it'll bring the shield down real fast.
Prostate stimulation.
There you go. The game was cool. It's cool. It had a really, really good touch. So I'm very impressed with that remake. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do remakes. The remake that I'm a little worried about though, it's Mafia. That's been one of my all-time favorite games, and I know that's getting a remake, and it's looking good, but I don't want them to rush it because that for me is a classic. I had to wait until it was out of PC to be able to play it. So, yeah. All right. Next up is the Ring Fit game review. It was surprisingly delightful. I've been looking for this game for months ever since it came out, and it's been I finally got it in Walmart right here next door. It's really, really good. It really worked me out. I was a little
I bet it did.
The Wii Fit wasn't really the best thing ever, but it actually really made my core feel very tight, very warm, like very burning. It was actually a full workout. I'm very impressed. I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm gonna monitor to see how well it does and go from there.
Now, what I read is that it's it's kind of an action game as well. It says a huge fantastical world and defeat enemies using real life exercise.
It's an RPG
adventure. I didn't realize that when I was copying down the game description that I want you didn't read.
If you can't get a good squad, you can actually lose the ability to actually attack that.
I thought Ring Fit was just Wii Fit, just doing Wii Fit stuff. I didn't know this actually was a game. So now I'm curious. I actually want to buy it.
For you to actually feel the good workout, you actually have to play on the more higher difficulties. The beginning difficulty or not, it's just about posture. But if you really want the full workout during those games, go to the highest level because they will make you do 10 squats and hold it, and then get back up again and hold it, and then that's basically how you do it.
Out of isometrics. You know, if people want to make it harder, I can definitely make it harder without doing the settings. The game itself, you can make it so much harder with a lot of things in your house. It's just super fun. Like the ring itself is a pretty good resistance, but you can increase the difficulty for a harder workout for stronger people out there. It's very, I guess that's what I'm looking for. It's very flexible with what you can do with it. I mean, it's flexible itself, but I'm saying like how you can actually apply it outside of what the game tells us to do. You know, just gotta be a little bit creative. And I think the replay value is pretty amazing in that game.
Yeah.
I would love you to do a inebriated fitness on this more in depth, like a review of the game itself, maybe in the future. Have you used it or no personally?
Yeah. Can I do that, or will I get in trouble for posting Nintendo stuff?
What?
So you can post the Nintendo stuff as long as you don't post extended gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, extended gameplay without commentary. That is.
Oh, Nintendo doesn't care.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They play by different rules, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Or try to get the ambassador stuff.
Or that. But also, but not just that. But I mean, inebriated fitness. You know, that we actually do on the podcast. That a full video game review of the benefits of.
Yeah, you should do it.
Of it. I think it'd be a great idea.
Just cut the screen. Just actually.
No. I mean, I don't mean like a him streaming it. I mean, literally the segment of inebriated fitness.
Yeah, of course.
We discuss it like on the podcast, like actually use it. That'd be great. Maybe next week.
If you guys, maybe I'll end up getting it myself. I've been thinking.
I'm definitely getting it. I just out of curious. Okay, all right. Moving on to Halo.
Hey, just remember, it doesn't work on the Switch Lite.
Yeah, only the big Switch.
Oh, mine's big.
Lite?
What?
Oh yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, it is.
We don't have nobody has a Switch Lite, do they?
My Switch Lite and the Switch regular.
Who?
Me.
You? Why? Why would you need that? Why would you do that to yourself?
Because he likes to sniff his own farts.
Moving on to Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play. I mean, that's
yay!
So there was a few rumors about this for the last few days, and today 343 confirmed it. So the Halo campaign and multiplayer is going to be separate. That's a crazy big change, and honestly, I see it as a good change because multiplayer today isn't what it was 15 years ago when Halo came out. You need to be able to, sell microtransactions in one way or another, sadly. Thankfully, they already said that any microtransactions are going to be strictly, what was it they said? Gosh, why can't I find the word?
Cosmetic?
No. Yeah, cosmetic changes. That's it. No gameplay whatsoever. And that the campaign itself is going to be massive. It's going to be as big as all the Halo campaigns, including Reach and ODST combined plus more.
Yes.
Which is wild to me. So, yeah, I definitely see it as a good thing. They need to reach a wider audience, and being free to play is definitely the way to do it because Halo 4 and 5, the multiplayer was good and okay in 4. It was fantastic in 5, but it just didn't hit like old Halo. You didn't have 5 million players playing it like you do with a new Call of Duty.
So how do they make money?
With free play multiplayer, I smell Battle Royale Halo Edition.
They already said Battle Royale is not what they're doing.
That's what they say.
I do agree with you, Rod. I think it is a good change because it will reach a wider audience. Like, for example, I only play Call of Duty for the campaigns. I like the story. I hate the multiplayer. But with Warzone being free to play, I've jumped on hundreds of times with my brother. It's pretty fun. I mean, but if it wasn't free to play, I probably would have never played that game. Same thing with like PUBG. I mean, I dropped it because it got kind of annoying after a while, but never would have played it if it wasn't free. I mean, I think it was a good strategy. And not that Halo, is like one of those games that people don't know about, but it definitely is a game that will open up to a wider audience of having free to play.
It's not in the public consciousness like it was with Halo 1, 2, and 3 and Reach.
Yeah.
You know,
I still love I still miss my Halo my Xbox 360 Halo Reach edition. That was still one of my. It hurt so bad having to trade that sucker in.
Really?
And watch it, like what you said about Battle Royale. I sincerely hope they don't go that route, because Battle Royales are on their way out.
Hopefully.
They're old news now. Like any new Battle Royale that comes out, or any new arena fighter game, like the Overwatch clones that have come out over the last few months. Forget Smite. Amazon just had one come out. I think Crucible is what it was called, and it was really, really bad. And it bombed so bad that they pulled the game from early access to completely rebuild it from the ground up. So I really hope that 343 doesn't make a Halo, I guess Arena Fighter or a Halo Battle Royale. I think that would be a disservice to it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope they don't, but I think I doubt they will, just because, at least to me, Halo defined multiplayer for me pretty much till this day. That's really the only multiplayer I actually get into.
I used to love getting my hands on a Warthog and just like running people over left and right. It was so much fun.
Blood gulching it.
I have never played Halo.
Anyway, moving on.
I've downloaded it. I've downloaded it on the Xbox.
It's
nice. I downloaded all of them on the Xbox.
He doesn't.
I have never played.
I'm on geeking on Halo 2.
Why am I being cut off now because I haven't played the game? All right, moving on. NCAA football video game return group licensing. Juancho.
Yes. Now that the NCAA football players are going to be getting paid, guess what? I'm hoping that the NCAA football college game comes out. So now that their players are going to be able to get paid, so now they're going to be make money off of that. And those have been one of the most successful football games besides Madden. The people won back. They won their college football games back, but due to college likeness for the players, they had to turn it off back in 2014. Now that players are getting paid, I'm hoping that now they can come in agreement with EA and try to get these games rolling and have these players make a little bit of money on the side while they're figuring out what they want to do and where they want to go. So it looks pretty cool.
Basically, this article is this C.com or SI?
Sports Illustrated.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, no, he didn't just send me C.com.
Yes, C.com, sportsillustrated.com.
Okay, all right.
I can't read this. It's in Japanese. What?
What is this?
What are these moon runes?
It's freaking hilarious. All right, we're gonna move on to Garbanzo's Corner. Face masks with valves and holes are banned at Disney World.
Okay, well, the title of the actual article is a little
banned it.
It's a little misleading.
Yep.
So let me break it down very easily. The idea behind wearing these face masks and social distancing is to not just make sure to protect yourself, but also protect others. It goes both ways. Now, some of these some of these new masks that are coming out, that the ones that have the valve in it, does not restrict particles or anything from coming out. They're actually made to filter air in, but not filter air out. Okay, which is great for the wearer, but not great for anybody around them. So Disney made a conscious decision because they needed to be very specific now. It has to be a type of mask they can use. So people wrap around their bandanas. Also, no. Those really sweet Karen masks that you've been seeing lately on they're complete see-through and mesh. They use like fishnet,
like freaking lace
and lace. Also, not gonna be. It has to be a proper barrier, at least 2 layers. It doesn't have to be a surgical mask. It can be homemade, but it has to have at least 2 layers. It has to be a proper mask. It has to be hands-free, something that you don't have to hold with your hands. Either it has to have ear loops or it has to have ties across the back of your head. In other words, just a regular mask. So something like this. See, I brought props today.
All right.
So something as simple as this, okay? This is actually is double layered, okay? It has a space if I want to add an additional filter, but this would be suffice for going to Disney. It has the ear loops. It just goes like right. It covers the nose and the mouth. It has to fully cover the nose and the mouth, and that's basically it. It's not hard. It's not simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's pretty simple. And guess what? At the end of the day, they have those little the cheap surgical masks there that work. Okay, for the purpose that they're trying to use for, which is to minimize of particles, escaping or entering that area. And then they have them there, and they'll give them to you. So, and they're being extremely anal about that stuff, as much as not more so than the Universal, from what I was hearing. But I can't fault them on this. I can't even be angry. I understand. I get it. It's not the idea of the individual, but the idea of all of the people that are visiting. It's in the game. Yeah. But the great thing is that you can go now and enjoy all the Disney microtransactions that when you get there.
I love it.
Microtransactions.
That's food, water, soda. It's like,
listen.
Daddy, I really want that cotton candy.
Listen, please.
Here's a balloon that you can never take home because it doesn't fit in the car.
Please,
fun with that.
Because I'm not looking forward to going at the end of this month, at the end of next month at all.
But from what I hear, they're doing pretty well. A close friend of mine and his wife are actually going to be heading there about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Sounds about the same time I'll be there.
So
tell them we can meet up and social distance together.
They're going to be heading over to Epcot and doing food and wine. So what they did was they pre-planned, because for those who don't know, Epcot Food and Wine, they're doing it a lot earlier so a lot more people can actually enjoy it. But they always bring out basically a book or a list of all the food and drinks that they have available in all the different countries. So what they actually did was they went through and since they only have X amount of time, they planned their whole trip and how much time they have in each country, just so they can go and maximize their time. So,
well, that's what happened because of how early things close down now and reservations and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, let's move on to every Star Wars film has the wrong title. Now, you shared this, Garbanzo, so you're gonna explain it, Garbanzo.
Okay, all right. This is the best thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I think the visual. Right.
It's okay. So I'm going to be sharing it on the. I think I made a comment on it, but I'm going to share it on the Geek Bros Twitter after the episode is over. So those who want to check out and actually watch the video, please do so.
I can share the screen and mute the audio while you're talking if you like.
I'm actually, you know what? You don't even have to show the screen. The audio itself is the best part. It's a TED Talk. It's a Star Wars TED Talk, and it's hold on, I'm trying to find the guy's name that did it.
So that's roll the clip. Is that what I'm hearing? Roll the clip.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So this is actually at fake.disney.facts.
Let me know if you guys actually hear this. Do you hear it?
Raise it up a little bit.
Nothing. You don't hear it? You don't hear it?
No.
It's supposed to share my my audio too. What happened to that?
I can assure the audience it's hilarious.
Keep going. You keep going.
Oh, I mean, so it actually does the so episode 1. It's actually because it's actually the Rise of Skywalker. Episode 2.
It's
actually Revenge of the Sith. Episode 3. It's not Revenge of the Sith, but Attack of the Clones because of 66. And then episode 4 is not New Hope. It's Return of the Jedi because they actually return. Episode 5 is not The Empire Strikes Back, but The Force Awakens. Return of the Jedi. No. It is The Last Jedi because Luke ends up being the Last Jedi. And The Force Awakens on episode 7. No, it's not. It's The Empire Strikes Back because it's basically The Empire Strikes Back. And The Last Jedi. No. Episode 7 is A New Hope because Luke sacrificed himself. And now, of course, episode 9 is not the Rise of the Skywalker, but Palpatine rises from the bottom and becomes the Phantom Menace. Again, thank you to at fake.disney. Is it news? Yes. I want to say yes. And it was by far one of at fake.disney.facts on TikTok. It was absolutely phenomenal. Definitely go check it out. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's amazing. We'll be sharing it on our social media as well as my social media. Just if you guys want to check it out, you can definitely check us out on.
I like the end of it when he goes Lucasfilm, please hire me. And
that was beautiful.
That actually was really funny. Okay,
so, at GEEK BROS with a 0 on Twitter. Later.
Okay,
cool. I'll be posting it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I like that. Open mic.
Open mic.
The Witcher Prequel spinoff, Darflex. Yep. Cool.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Did any of you?
Oh, you sound good, man. You sound good.
Other than Roz, any of you read the article?
I read a little bit. I mean, it's set 1,200 years before.
Okay, so I mean, we don't have to really read much into it. It's just saying it's going to be set 1,200 years before of Geralt.
But nobody. If the beefcake is going to be in it, who's going to watch it? Except for those diehard fans.
The lore is pretty rich. Like the world.
Well, I mean, Roz is outstanding. So.
Yeah. The world of The Witcher that you're experiencing is a combination of a couple different worlds. It's not just
Yeah.
The lore, it's so dense. It's a lot of things packed in there.
What the article says is that obviously it's going to cover the story of the first Witcher, possibly, right? But also the merging of the world of elves, men, and monsters.
The conjunction of the spheres.
Yes, which would be pretty interesting. If you haven't played it, Garbanzo has though.
I haven't gotten to the last fight yet.
No, it's got to do with the last fights. Just some of the cutscenes and some of the storytelling within the game kind of tells you the story of how everything comes together. And I don't know if you pick up the books and read them.
I'm trying to become like the one that I get all the books read. I want that achievement.
So some of them are actually pretty funny Easter eggs, but some of them actually tell like the story of everything that's going on, especially like the Line of Kings and everything. So I honestly think The Witcher is a fantastic show, right? I would definitely love to see more of it, but I would definitely love to see a prequel that takes place in that time. Just because I think if your intention is not to play the game, but you really do enjoy the show, I think this will fill in a lot of cracks for you, or at least answer a lot of questions, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first played the first game, this was, I don't know, back in 2000... Probably 2009, 2000.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I was just wondering, like, man, why are the elves like this, or why are there monsters, or what's the wild hunt? Like, where the fuck do they come from? But I think it's definitely a good way to go. I think the Witcher itself has so much lore that you can make years of content out of this story. So I definitely think if Netflix gets behind this, which I'm sure they have, well, they already have. It's definitely going to be something to look forward to, in my opinion.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it more than I thought I would be, especially now that I'm like neck deep in this game, and I need more. I want more.
You've been infested with the lust for The Witcher.
I have.
I mean, it's funny you say that because it fills in the cracks. Because I don't. Being a virgin to The Witcher and taking the Netflix series
just
as
The Witcher.
You have the Xbox Pass, or you don't have that?
I do have the Xbox.
Yeah, he does that. He doesn't use it. That's
not true. I'm playing games on it.
What game are you playing besides No Man's Sky?
Nier Automata. Or Automata.
You finished that like 7 months ago.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I played Battle Chasers.
So
like 3 years ago, you beat it.
So what's stopping you from Witcher?
Oh, I have no interest in playing The Witcher.
Why? Are you watching Netflix?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Because what was your comment? You don't want to be whitewashed?
What? Me? I never say anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I never gave that excuse. I just don't want to play it. I'm not interested in it. That isn't it. I mean, I just don't. I have no interest. I like standard JRPGs that.
And this is not a standard.
Okay.
You know, that's really all I play. Standard JRPGs. I'll play those forever. Yes, here we go.
Do you like violence?
Yes, I like violence.
Do you like good storytelling?
I like good storytelling.
Do you like boobs?
I do like boobs.
Yes.
Do you like killing stuff?
Yeah, I have a tendency to like killing stuff.
But it's not turn-based.
Yeah.
Gwent is turn-based. Bam.
Yes,
That's a reach, man.
I like JRPG.
The Witcher, yes.
I like JRPG. I like JRPGs.
This is
I like
this is a
CDs.
JRPG, but in English.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're the worst salesman.
Which, by the way, Persona 5 is a pretty damn good game. It's really colorful and pretty to look at.
Yeah, it is, right?
What?
I really enjoy. I just need to get back more into it because every time I got into the cutscene, something came up and I had to like step away. But it's a great game. Sorry.
All right, we're moving on to Comic-Con at home failure. Mr. Roz.
So
This hurts him deeply.
who here knew that Comic-Con was still going on?
I did. I thought it was canceled.
I've been watching that they've been doing a home thing.
Okay, so you're one of the 3 people.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
I thought it was canceled. I could have sworn we reported on it being canceled.
Because there were no commercials, there was no social media push, and they had a bunch of panels, like genuine panels that ostensibly for most people would have been interesting, but nobody knew they happened.
How did this happen?
Because the powers that be at Comic-Con chose not to promote Comic-Con at home. There was just a couple of YouTube commercials here and there, but who doesn't have an ad blocker? You know, like it came and it went. It was a real shame.
That boggles the
Pancho,
mind.
you said you watched a couple panels.
No, I didn't get. I saw some of the videos, but I didn't get to watch any of the live timers. I only found out through Jason Mewes because he was opening a box from Blizzard.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, Comic-Con at home. Look what they sent me," and they sent him a whole package. And I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I went back and I started skimming through the videos. I didn't really look at any of the panels. But they had a list of things that they were showing.
Yeah, and it was surprising. Some of them turned out to be really interesting. On the other hand, some of them were crap. Like they had the Marvel 616 panel that told you nothing. Yeah, they said they were going to have a Lucasfilm, a Warner Brothers, a DC. Like none of that happened. DC is going to have its their show next month.
Oh god, are they going to do the same thing they're doing with E3? They're just going to do their own thing.
Yeah, like DC World or Warner Brother Planet. I don't know what the hell they're calling it.
It's called Please Buy Us because we're drowning.
Bunch of hates comics. No, web-based comics.
I don't.
Yeah, webbasedcomics.com. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think this and the Summer of Games has gone to prove that even though the the big established shows like Comic-Con, like E3, like the New York Comic-Con are a huge hassle and the industry is really tired of it. If there's not a single place that, amalgamates all of this media, people just aren't really going to pay attention, and it falls out of the news cycle, and then nobody really knows jack all about what's coming.
Like Summer Games, I caught the last day. I'm like, wait, what the hell? This is going on through this whole summer and missed it?
I still don't see how this happened. They have a marketing team. They've got a social media. They had to. How did this happen?
The way that I was watching it, I follow Funko Pop's Facebook, and I know that it's through them. They were actually advertising some of their pops that they were going to be selling during that time, and it said Comic-Con at home. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I stopped following after that. But besides Jason Mewes' Twitch channel,
they stole Tate's not a Comic-Con thing. That's what they did. And there's because
all I could say is the best thing that I even knew about it was the Rick and Morty on Twitch. That was awesome. For anyone who actually got a chance to see that live and the sneak peeks, and it was like being in Hall H for me.
Oh, man. The storyboards were pretty cool.
I was super stoked.
Is any of this? Was it only streamed? Is any of this saved anywhere to go look up or no?
Yeah, the videos are over there.
Oh,
they even had the video streaming about Rick and Morty. They were like, "Oh, we just got a glimpse of the next season." And
okay, listen here, Wancho. You watch your tone with me, okay? It was just a question.
Listen, I'll talk to you how I want to talk to you. So.
They have a lot of them on their YouTube.
Just say thank you, Daddy, and that's it. Okay, move on.
I love when you say Daddy. Love it.
Say it.
I remember when I was calling Garbanzo Daddy for a while. This is before he announced that his was pregnant.
Daddy, chill.
I was calling him Daddy for what weeks? Aww. I feel like it was.
There's like a fetish thing.
Okay. It was good to see you, Daddy. And then
it's the bear thing, I guess.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, we're moving on to Ray Park's revenge porn allegations. Roz and Garbanzo? Garbanzo and Roz? Just Garbanzo? Just Roz? Who's taking
we
this
just
one?
bounce off each other, man.
Bounce off each other,
so
Daddy.
just for those who don't know, on July 24th, apparently a picture that lasted. I'm assuming probably a few
hurt
seconds.
One of our close friends, like
well, actually, I'm not sure. Apparently, an explicit picture of a man being fellatioed was posted on Ray Park's public Instagram account on July 24th. People are claiming that he did it on purpose, that he was putting porn on the internet and all that kind of stuff.
They were claiming that it was in revenge because of his wife cheating on him.
So, and that's so from
the
my
claim.
understanding, though. Yeah. Well, no one knows, but the truth is that either one or two things. I personally think is what happened because his wife has actually gone out and said that was not her, that was not him.
Yeah, she's defending it.
Accident, and then apparently they're saying that the kids have gone to saying that, my father's crazy and he's sick, and and it's they're literally making up a bunch of fake stuff to sensationalize the situation. The guy accidentally probably posted a pic, or someone hacked his account and did it. One of the two things.
Yeah, I would say it hacked. I mean,
the fact of the matter is that everyone's talking about now we're canceling Ray Park. I'm like, why?
Oh God, see.
Well, it's less about. Hold up, before you jump on the tirade, that's unnecessary. It's not so much about him getting canceled. It's more about Disney saying, "Hey, I'm going to wash my hands of this potentially toxic situation," because Disney is Disney.
Now, I get that.
They'll bring it back to the back door. It's okay.
But
this is.
I mean,
why would that suck?
Because Darth Maul's great.
Oh no! It suck if he was. But I said to the back door. Okay, carry on.
No, I truly. He's they're already he's been. His wife has now made her account private. Because they were just going in because you know how the trolls are. They come out in full force when they smell blood in the water.
So they were attacking. They were attacking her or
everybody. Everybody gets attacked.
They're attacking her, him, the kids. They were attacking the kids who had nothing to do with any of this.
How old are the kids?
Teens, I believe.
The fandom is just terrible. Sorry.
Every fandom.
No. It's dude. It's the thing is, listen. I have a theory on that. It's not. Most of these people aren't even fans because, to be honest, they're really not. They're professional. These are professional trolls. They are professional. And most of these people
that is a no true Scotsman fallacy, my man.
It's. I don't know. But he's. No one knows the facts. The only people that know the facts are the people that were in the room, as Hamilton put it very, very clearly. I want to be in that
Hamilton.
But it I don't know. Ray,
it doesn't. See, when you said revenge porn allegations, I was thinking about video. I was thinking about something. A picture. I mean, I'm not saying
it was video. It was video, and it was video of a woman filleting a man who is supposedly Ray Park. That was released on his Instagram. So that totally.
So, but we don't see his face or anything like that. So
no, it's a POV.
No, it's POV.
So I mean,
my favorite kind of POV.
I mean, it can only be 10 seconds. I mean, Twitter only allows 10-second, 50-second videos. So
I think
59
again,
seconds, but yeah.
You're fixating on the wrong side of this.
I'm fixating on the right side of it. I'm fixating all about fixing on the right side of it. Has anybody seen this video?
The angle of it.
No, it was taken down very, very quickly.
Nothing ever. No, listen, for a fact nothing disappears from the internet.
Let me rephrase that. It was taken down quick enough that nobody in this room has gone out of the
way. Hey, here's a fun fact about Ray Park.
Look at Ross.
He's the same height as Vibe.
What? Shut up.
You and Ray Park are the same height.
Kiss my ass, Flex.
You were there. We met him.
Yeah, we did meet him, but
I have a picture of it. I wonder if that's true.
I didn't. By the way, I didn't get any of those pictures. All right, I helped pay for these pictures. I don't have a.
I would like those photos too.
I sent them to you. You guys have them in the email.
No,
I want
a physical copy of these pictures that I helped pay for that I was in that I barely have an electronic version of. Just throwing that out there.
Ray Park is 5'9".
He is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taller than you.
Well, he's taller than most of us. I mean, what are you talking about? 5'9"?
So then me and him are the same height then.
Why would you think he was short? He was as short as me. He was crouching down when we
He
decided
just looked short in the photo. I guess he felt bad for you. I don't know.
No, because
Possible.
he was crouching down because Garbanzo had an idea for an awesome photo. So anyway, moving on to mystery seeds. Our final topic: mystery seeds from China are landing in American mailboxes. This is it's mine, guys. I'm talking. Can you believe it? This article comes from CBSNews.com. The USDA and agricultural officials across the U.S. have issued warnings about unsolicited shipments of foreign seeds and advise people not to plant them. Officials are concerned that the mystery seeds, which appeared to be originating from China, would have an invasive plant species. And in an update, Yahoo.com, a Louisiana woman planted the seeds from a mysterious package that she's not worried about. So yeah, she actually planted them. She's not worried about it. It's unclear what kind of seeds they are. The authorities are worried, but she is not worried. So she's working with authorities to figure out what seeds they are because they found out she planted them. What do you guys think about what's going on? What are these seeds about? Anybody care?
I know actually the actual answer.
Oh, you do? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You help plant them or distribute them?
It's actually something that happens a lot with like Alibaba and Amazon sellers and whatnot. It's called brushing. It's when they send out a ton of unsolicited packages to the United States to recipients just to boost up their, quote, sales figures so they become legitimized on the Amazon store.
I heard that theory, yes.
And the reason being that is the idea is whatever the theory is that, China's sending seeds over to cause some kind of like catastrophe if people plant them. It's a lot simpler because they're all originating from the same two places in Shenzhen, which is a huge shipping and sales point out of China. So,
but is it normal that they send it out unsolicited with no explanation whatsoever?
Yes, that's super common.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to say it feels illegal. I don't know why.
It's super illegal. It's insanely illegal.
Okay, fantastic. I was just wondering.
Hell, Amazon was in front of judicial committee just yesterday where they were being questioned about practices of their sellers, being legitimized by Amazon. So yeah, like this situation is crazy. It just happens to be they probably had a giant truck full of seeds and they're like, let's just pack a shit ton of these, send them to America under this particular vendor, and then it'll look legitimate.
Where do they get the? I mean, I don't think they're just randomly putting names and addresses out. Where are they getting these names and shipping addresses from to send to legitimate people?
You can find lists of people's names and addresses in 1 billion places on the internet.
Really?
That is one of the easiest things to find. Takes literally no effort. You just Google www.howdoilookshitupontheinternet.com, and there it is.
Hold on, I want to type that down. Okay. Well, all right. So, do you? I think we made Garbanzo's day because Garbanzo. I mean, I don't want to say he pleaded with us, but he was like a really cuddly bear. Like, guys, I have a really good idea for a picture. Just can you do this for me, please? I'll never forget that. Garbanzo, do you remember how you sold us on doing that picture at Ray Park?
I said, look, we have a bunch of Sith and one Jedi.
That is not how you said it. It was come on guys, I really have a great idea. Could you just please, like, come on. It was great.
It was so good. I have it there.
It was cute. Yeah. Oh, I did. I can't find it. I turned that into. I fixed it where the lightsabers were all glowing and they had a little strike thing to it. I don't think I ever showed it to you guys. I have to find that. I actually, put some graphics on that, but whatever.
I do want to say that his lower back was amazing.
You can't say that.
Yes, okay. I can.
That's the most genuine smile that Darflex will ever give his entire life. It was standing next to me.
Actually, I don't have it physically in front of me right now, but I know there's one that actually will top that smile. It's when he was being snuggled up against.
Yes. Okay, I apologize. Second only to Carrie Fisher.
That's
all right. So that's it for Keeping Up the Geek Bros. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter. You know what? This is supposed to be Wancho.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. What are you talking about?
A bad dog.
All right. On that note, Thank you for tuning in at Geek Bros Episodio 101. You can follow us on Instagram at Geek Bros with 0, Twitter Geek Bros with 0, and email us at geekbros0 at yahoo.com. That is
yahoo.com.
GeekBros0s.com. Facebook is facebook.com/geekbros with 0/. Okay, that's just a space. So
Yeah.
you get the last 4 back. And then you can find us on the first place.
First place.
WeBeachPC.com, and then later on YouTube.com/Vibra Studios to watch our sexy, beautiful, sexy faces.
Shameless promotions, ladies and gentlemen. Darflex.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Darth_Flex.
You don't do the inebriated crafting anymore? Should I take that off your lower third?
I'm gonna put anything in there, so some people would go there and look at this.
So should I take that off your lower third in the videos, or leave it there? Because it's on your lower third.
You can take it off for now.
Okay, all right.
Until the pandemic is over, I guess.
Juancho.
You can find me on Instagram under the Juancho with a 0, and there's
There's underscores. Where's the
underscore Juancho with a 0. That is me.
Mr. Garbanzo.
You can find me on BEANTKE278 on the Instagram and the Twitter. I already did post that video that we talked about both on my Twitter feed and on Geek Bros Twitter feed. It is absolutely fantastic. Please make sure you watched it. And also Garbanzo's Corner on Facebook.com. I promise to be doing more on there soon.
Mr. Roz.
You can find me on Twitter at Ray Raziel, same for Insta, and on Facebook if you want to see some dumb shit. I get political on people.
Yes, he does. And Mr. Roz actually does appear in other podcast productions that I've seen. So you want to check it out. You want to see him take it up critiques with a different group of people. You should check it out. It seems fun. It's the same wit, same dry humor, and same intellectual banter. So from what I can see,
appreciate it.
I would, you should check him out there as well. All right, and me, of course, Vibra Studios, VIBEREV Studios. That's Twitter, Instagram. .com, Facebook, YouTube, all there. Everything's there. Everything you want to be. So thank you for tuning in with Keepin' the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Arriba!
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.